just put an amen in the chat, put a heart in the chat if you do believe that. So my community, again, do not forget that do me two quick things. It's almost 800 of you all in here right now. I see the hearts, I see the amens, amen and amen. It is almost 800 of you all in here right now. Do me a favor, thank you all so much. I see y'all doing it. Just hit that thumbs up button, because we love to just share the message. And if you all want to help us share this message and help us impact other people who may not be a part of the E3 community, if you do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button real quick. And then also, to get a part of an amazing community, man, we have an amazing community. Just hit that thumbs up button and also hit that subscribe button. And then if you want to win the $10,000, all you got to do is hit that subscribe button. Then you have to go to anthonyoneal.com. Actually, I'm going to put this link in there right now for you so you all can do it, because you have to be a part of this up front right now. Hold on. I don't know what's going on with all right, cool. I'm going to put this link inside the chat. To be willing to win more. Them thumbs up is coming in here like crazy. I mean, and the hearts are coming in like crazy. I love y'all. Here it is. To join the community, you got to hit subscribe, and you also have to join our email list, because that's where we're pulling from. We're pulling from our email list. And once we pull from our email list, if you win, we're going to verify that you are a subscriber. So you have to join our email list so that way we can pull you. Join the E3 email list. E3 is the Wealth Builder system. I'm sorry, y'all. E3 Wealth Builders list. All right. So I just put it inside of the comment section. I'm going to leave that tagged. I'm going to pin that right there. If you are watching the replay, you guys, then I will have it inside of the comment section. So let's go ahead and get into it. 325 of you all. Thank you all so much. But yo, I want y'all to imagine this. What if you could keep all of your paycheck? No federal income taxes taken out. If you make $5,000 a month, you get $5,000 every single month with no penalties. I want to ask a simple question, and I need you to put it inside of the comment section right now if you're watching this live. How does that sound? If you could keep all of your money, if you make $10,000 a month, you keep $10,000. If you make $4,000, you keep the $4,000. If you make $20,000, you keep $20,000. How does that sound good? How would you feel? Put it inside the comment section right now if you're like, yo, this would be absolutely amazing. Or, I don't know. I don't know. And then watch this. Check this out. So if you could keep the $5,000, what if on top of that, there's an extra $1,400 check coming your way with your name on it that you might have missed out on if you do not act fast? Well, tonight, for the next 25 minutes, I'm going to dive through this content. Then I'm going to take some of your phone calls, and I'm going to try and get us out of here at 9 o'clock because I need to do some homework for school. And so I need to, I don't want to rush it, but at the same time, I want to make sure I give y'all the practical information. But then I got to get to work, y'all. I got to get back to work. Okay. So tonight I'm going to be hitting on both of these topics real quick. Okay. No taxes under the $150,000. Interesting. And a possible $1,400 stimulus check that some of you all have possibly missed out. But real quick, let me know inside the chat, what would an extra few $100 every single month mean for you? So let's say, for an example, you're in a tax bracket of 20-30%. What would an extra $500 a month back in your account mean to you? And you do not have to pay taxes on that. Let me know inside the comment section. I want to read some of the stuff, right? Or what about a surprise $1,400 showing up inside of your account? Would you pay off debt? Would you start that emergency fund? Well, listen, we're going to break it all down right now in a real conversational way. No boring politics. And you all know me, no lecturing here. I just want to break this stuff down all the way to kindergartner way. So if you are the super intellectual individual, I'm just not the channel for you, man. I want to make sure that I'm helping people understand it from the bottom and getting them to at least the intermediate, upper intermediate level. And then we can have different conversations. But I always want to make sure, especially with me being a professor, I have a lot of my students on here that are watching. I have a lot of young people, not young people, but all people, even people in their 60s who have told me, Anthony, I do not know. Like, I do not know what you mean when you say this. Anthony, I do not have $1,000 to invest. So I need y'all to grab your notebook on tonight, take some screenshots. As a matter of fact, if you want a better chance of winning that $10,000 for the giveaway that we're doing, because don't keep in mind, at 940,000 subscribers, I'm going to be giving away the first $10,000 to one of you all. And so take a screenshot, put this on Instagram, let people know they need to get into the building on tonight, because we're going to be talking about this is some very, very important stuff. So the very first thing I want to get to on tonight is this no tax if under $150,000. I'm going to put this, I'm going to do a poll real quick. I want to do a poll. I want to know how many of you make under $150,000. How many do you make under $150,000 a year? All right. Yep. Yes, I sure do. I want to know this. All right. Now, so I want you to be honest with me, y'all. I need everyone to hit this poll for me. No, I do not. I make more than 150,000. All right. Oh, shoot. No, I'm gonna put it right there. All right. Oh, all right. Cool. Hey, y'all, hit that poll for me real quick, y'all. Let me know where you're at. I want to know how many of you all make less than $150,000. How many of you make more than $150,000? As of right now, 87% of you all make less than 150,000. Okay, we're back now. We're up to 89%. Make less than 150,000. Okay, keep that poll going. I'll come back and check on it in about 5 minutes. All right. So first up, I'm going to talk about this article. I want to talk about this article. Everyone's talking about this right now. President Trump has been floating this bold idea around for no federal income taxes for anyone making less than $150,000 a year. So this means if you make $149,999.99 a year, this could apply to you if Congress approves it. So you heard it right. If you earn under $149,999.99, you could pay $0 in federal income tax. That's $0. That is Donald Trump's goal, according to one of his advisors. Now, along with that, he's talking about eliminating taxes on Social Security benefits, overtime pay, and even tips. Basically letting working folks keep all of their money. Now, I know to some of you all, this sounds absolutely amazing, right? Imagine getting your entire paycheck, no federal withholdings, and not being taxed on Social Security at all. Not even being taxed on your extra hours you work or the tips that you earn. And watch this. One of the biggest complaints I get from my staff is that their commission check is even taxed at a higher rate. So if you're making below $149,999.99, and you work extra hours, overtime pay, you get time and a half, you get a commission check, based upon the proposal that Donald Trump is trying to get through, you will not have to pay any taxes. And for the majority of the people who are watching right now, for 88% of you all in the room right now, sounds amazing. In fact, I did some research. Watch this. I did some research. that over 3/4 of Americans, 3/4 of American individuals earn below $150,000. So the majority of Americans, hold on, let me put it up. The majorities of Americans will benefit from this if it was to go through. Here's the median household income. Watch this. Median household income. Don't forget, you guys, when I'm teaching, I'm giving you all, making sure that you all understand. All right. So let's break down two things. When we say average, so you all would notice when you're reading these articles, I want you to understand this. Average simply means if we put everyone's number, we add everyone's number up, and let's say we got 10 different numbers. Well, we add all 10 numbers up, whatever that number comes to, we divide that into 10. That is the average. Median means, watch this, is that at the middle, half of the people are above, half of the people are below. So the median household income, okay, for those between the ages of 25 and 34 was $85,780. So watch this. Household income means we have at least two people in the house. At least two people in the house. So this means two people living in a house between the ages of 25 and 34. The median household income is about $85,000. The median household income, watch this, between 35 and 44-year-olds is $101,300. Let me see. Is my iPad working? It is. Let me see if I can connect this, y'all, so y'all can see this. So I want y'all to understand what's happening here. Where's my eye? I want y'all to understand. I want y'all to see this, man. I want y'all to see this stuff. Hold on. Where's my okay? Like when I get into teacher mode, y'all, I like to be in teacher mode. Like I want y'all to see this stuff so y'all can understand it. I'm gonna connect my iPad. I got all my notes all over the place, y'all. Y'all bear with me. Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh. Pull this up. Okay. Okay. I want y'all to understand what's happening here. I want y'all to really understand what's happening here. And let me see. Let me go to preview mode real quick so y'all can understand what's going on. All right. Yep, it's working. It is working. It's working. All right. Let me do this. All right. I want y'all to understand this. All right. Let me put this on the screen so y'all can understand all this stuff. So what y'all going to have here is so 25 to 34 equals, they make on average about 85K a year. This is household income. Okay. So 25 to 34-year-olds, let me bring this down so y'all can see it. There we go. All right. So then 35 to 44, they make on average 101K a year. 45 to 54, they make on average $110,000 a year. And then watch this, 55 to 64 make on average 90,000. Yeah, I'll say 90,000 a year. Okay, it's 90,000. This is $90,000 a year. So as you can see, as you can see, let me make sure I got everything right for you all on the screen. Make sure I got everything right for you to screen. As you can see, the majority of people in America would benefit from this particular situation if this was to happen. All right. All right. So as you can see right here, if you are between the ages of 25 and 34, 35 and 44, 45 and 54, this is how much money the household is making. We're not talking about single individuals. Now, let me say this again so you all understand what I'm saying. I'm not trying to go over anyone's head. I want to make sure that you all clearly understand this from a practical level. This is the median. All right. So median means, let me break this down so you all will understand what this means. Because I want y'all to understand when you hear people say, well, the median is this and the average is this. The median is, let's say, for example, let's go to the other side of it. Let's say the average person who watches me is 44. All right. So let's say the median income for a 44-year-old is 101,000. Okay. So this means that 50% of people make more than $150,000 if it's the median. And then this also means that 50% of people make less than $101,000. That's median. That's the middle. So this means that this number right here, okay, is the middle. But there are people who may make families who may make 110,000. But then there are families who may make 90K. So I hope y'all understand what I'm saying here. This is the median income. Median income. All right. Let me go back to the full screen so we can get back to my notes. All right. Let me know if y'all have any questions in the chat. I just want to make sure that I'm teaching this stuff, man. My girl Lexi got me convicted. Like, yo, you gotta teach like we don't know this information. That's what I'm gonna do. And if you know this information, then cool. All right. But I want to make sure that you all understand why this is important. That the majority of the people in America are going to benefit from this if, key word here, is if this was to go through. So I want to give you some positive first because there are some negatives. All right. If this plan somehow became reality, if Congress actually approved this, more money stays in your pocket. For example, if you're making $60,000 a year, you're normally pay you normally pay several thousands in federal taxes. Under this new plan, you keep that. That could mean paying off your credit cards faster, finally knocking out that student loan, or beefing up your savings account, your investment account. The middle class and working class could use that extra cash to build an emergency fund, invest for retirement, or pay the bills and have less stress when it comes to finances. It's your money. It's your hard-earned money. You earned it, and you get to use 100% of it if you make less than $149,999.99. But you know me. Y'all know me. I got to keep it real with you. We can't just hear no taxes and throw a party without asking, how in the world is this going to work? How is this going to work? Because the government still needs money. We still have to run the country. We still got to pay for highways. We still got to pay for the military. We still got to pay for school teachers and schools. We still got to pay for all that. And it's our taxes that pays for all that. So how would they fund things if people aren't paying income tax? Well, in this article, it talks about how Trump says they will offset it by charging tariffs on foreign goods. And tariffs are like taxes on imports, basically making other countries or the companies importing stuff pay a membership fee to trade with inside the United States of America. The idea is, in Trump words, let them pay a membership fee to access our huge economy. So let's charge Canada a membership fee to access all of the consumers in our huge economy inside the United States of America. Now, in theory, that means money comes from other countries instead of your paycheck. Some would say, this sounds clever. But hang on. I did some research. I did some research. I did some research. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I did some research. Economists are already saying, pause. This might not cover everything. In fact, many experts, watch this, many experts doubt that tariffs alone will bring in enough money to replace the lost income tax revenue. And here's something we all feel at the store. You see, when companies pay tariffs, they often pass that cost, we talked about this before, y'all, onto us. The consumers, us. The families, us. So prices go up on imported goods, meaning you might pay more when you buy a car or a phone or even everyday items made overseas. I literally, you all know I drive a truck. I purchased me a real nice truck. And I think I told you all this before, that I got an email. I got an email from them saying, yo, if you want to get a new car, you better get from the inventory we have in, because we use Canada and we use people like from Italy and people from China to help produce our products. So they are going to end up charging us more. If they charge us more, we're just going to charge you, the consumer, the buyer, more. So in other words, we could end up paying indirectly what we're not paying in income taxes. So yes, we get $500 back in our paycheck, but family, we may pay out more when it comes to groceries. We're going to pay out more when it comes to building our homes. We're going to pay out more to spend the money. Is this making sense? I'm looking at the chat here. Is this making sense for you all? So one of the things I try to do within our community is to not just get excited about what we see on the forefront, but we have to ask ourselves, okay, wait, what's behind the scenes? Like, okay, I'm going to get more of my money, but if I'm getting more of my money, I have to spend out way more money. So you're daggone right. You better give me back my $500 a month, because god daggone it, I got to pay extra fees for lumber. Now, let me bring this up. I'm already over my time. I need to open up the phone lines for you all. Y'all watch this. Not to mention this, if you make $151,000, let's say the cutoff is right at 149,000, 149,999,99 cents, right? And let's say your friend makes 151,000. They're over the mark by $1,000. You're the one paying taxes, while your buddy who's making $149,000 pays nothing. And let's be real. The chances of this becoming law, it is not guaranteed. It is a proposal, and it is a strong proposal that half of the Republican Party are actually considering, but then half of them are honestly not considering it. It's a pretty extreme one that Congress would have to approve massive changes to the tax code. Even Trump's team hasn't given a lot of detail yet. And some say the likelihood of it passing is is very skeptical. It could face a ton of pushback because of that huge revenue gap. So while it's okay to be hopeful, if you like the idea, don't bank on it happening overnight. It could take a couple of years to be put into place. So what do we do with this information? Here's where I bring it back to you and into your money. This is why I bring up, okay, this is what could happen. I don't want y'all to see these taglines and these news reports and you're getting excited, then you start playing around with your money. No. No matter what happens in Washington, no matter what happens in the White House, no matter what happens in Congress, you are in charge of your financial future. I don't want you to wait for politicians, for the president, for Congress, for the government to sit there and approve things to help you out. Possibly, no. This would be extra money for you to accelerate your goals. But if it doesn't happen, guess what? You still got to progress forward. We're still going to follow a debt-free wealth building game plan. So I want y'all to write these things down. I say this all the time, but I want to say it while I'm on here with you all on tonight. Is that here's some actionable steps that I want you to put into place tonight if you're needing more money. Number one, you got to stick to a budget. I need you to make a monthly budget and give every single dollar a job. Tax changes or not, pay raises or not, a budget is the best way to get a pay raise. If you need an extra $100 a month right now, I guarantee you it's inside of your budget. I guarantee you, you can come to me and I could help you find $100 inside of your budget. Guaranteed. Because a budget is your roadmap. It's our roadmap to really having true financial freedom. You can go to anthonyoneal.com, anthonyoneal.com and get a budget tracker. Let me see if I could pull it up. Let me see if I can pull it up. Let me see if I can pull it up. Let me see here. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna pull up this screen here. Because I want y'all to see it. All right, I want y'all to see it. It's $9. Okay. You go to anthonyoneal.com. Okay. If you come over here to anthonyoneal.com, go down here to the store, click on the Wealth Builder tool. Not only is this a budget, right? You see here, it's a budget, but it also helps you set goals, monitor your progress. It's going to help you boost your savings, and you get lifetime access with the 50-page debt-free resource, right? So literally, you can see here, you're going to be able to track all of your expenses. All of them for $9. But what I love is once you type in your expenses, it automatically calculates all of your expenses, puts it inside of it, tells you how much money you need to save, how much money you need to invest, how much money that you have coming up in the future, and it will even let you know how quickly you will hit your goals. It's $9. It's $9. And my team, we're actually going to be updating it next month. And so if you even purchase it today, you're going to get the update 100% free. So that's number one. I need you to budget. Number two, I need you to attack your debt, y'all. Right now, with the 40% of recession coming, I need you making sure that you are preparing for what's coming. So the two main things is I need you to set aside at least 30 days of your net pay inside of a high yield savings account. I'm going to put that high yield savings account right here. So that way you all will have it. Because I want to make sure that you're not falling behind. You're not missing this thing. All right. High yield savings. All right. So I just put the savings in there. I'm going to pin that so you all can get it. All right. So over 1,000 of you all voted. 88% of you all make less than $150,000 a year. Okay. The majority of people make less than $150,000 a year. This is why you have to budget. This is why you have to have a high yield savings account. So I just put the best high yield savings account in there because listen, if we have a 40% chance of a possible recession coming, we have to put aside some money. What happens? And I taught this in our last class, not our last class, in our last live. What happens if your job lets you go? Well, I don't want your back to be up against the wall immediately. I want you to have some breathing room so that you can have time. You can have time to come up with a game plan. So put 30 days. If you make $3,500 a month net, remember net and gross. Gross is what you're getting paid. Net is how much money was your check, how much money was deposited into your checking account. That's net. So if your gross is $5,000, but you got a check for $3,500 deposited inside your checking account. I need you to put $3,500 inside of your savings account right now. 1 month. Get your money out of a regular savings account. That is not good stewardship. That is poor stewardship if you're getting 0.0% compared to 3.8 to 4%. You're throwing away money. Put your money inside of that account. Number 3, attack your debt. Use the debt snowball method. Number 4, I need you to start investing. I need you to start investing. I've been giving you all this app, and I'm gonna keep giving it to you. For those of you all who are just tuned in and probably just a part of this family, man, listen, man. One of the very best things you can do, you can get if you open up this account tonight, if you put $100 in there, they'll give you 5 free stocks. If you put up to 2, if you put in, yeah, it's 2,000. I gotta say my math correctly because the deals have changed. $100 gets you 5 free stocks. $2,000 gets you 30 free stocks. Y'all, the market is down. Right now, this is a great time to buy and invest. I want you, let me say this again. Oh man. And we about to get to how to get this stimulus check. We about to get to this right now. I'm about to give you this last thing, get the stimulus check, how to get the stimulus check if you haven't gotten it already. But let me be honest with you all. Now is not the time to be buying cars, man. Now is not the time to be out there buying clothes and jewelry and no. Now is the time to be buying assets because assets are at a discount. Real estate is at a discount if you know how to negotiate. If you know how to negotiate, real estate is at a good price. The interest rate is still high, but you're having companies, you're having brand new builders who saying, yo, we'll pay all your closing costs and give you credit towards the house and give you free upgrades. You're having sellers of homes who have been sitting on their home for 60 days who are willing to come down on price and help you pay for your closing costs. And so this means that if you come to the table with 20% and you ain't got to spend that 20%, you now can go buy down your interest rate. Now, instead of you paying 6.6%, you can buy it down to 5% if you got enough money. Now is the time to buy assets. Now is the time to start investing. Now. I'm not. You know what's so funny is when there's a harvest, when there's plenty, we take it all in and we spend it all. When there's a famine, when there's a drought, we want to blame the White House. We want to blame the president. We want to blame someone else. We want to blame our exes. We want to blame, we want to blame everyone else, but we do not want to blame ourselves for doing the right thing when there was a harvest, when there was plenty, when there was an abundance. And y'all, I'm guilty of that too. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'm guilty of that too. I know this sounds amazing that if we make less than $150,000 that we could possibly get our federal taxes withheld. No. Let me tell you what sounds even better. When you're in a position to where you don't even care that you pay taxes. When you're so healthy financially that an extra $500 back in your pocket doesn't break or help your life that much at all. Now, am I going to deny $500? No. But am I just like freaking out like, oh my God, I got an extra $500? No. Why? Because if you're practicing what I'm preaching, if you're practicing what I'm teaching you all, you're not worried about what the government is doing because you already got money invested. You're already a net worth millionaire. You're already living below your means. You already, are in a good place. You're already driving the car you want to drive, living in the house you want to live in, and taking your families wherever you want to go. Like you're not stressed about a little bit of extra money coming back in your pocket. Why? Because you've been taking control of yourself and you've been putting money into assets. Can I be honest with you? And I don't want to offend none of you all who are on here because I love each and every single one of you. And I'm on here before I got to do homework because I love you all. But I'm going to hold you all accountable. It's not Donald Trump's responsibility to make you wealthy. It's not your mom and dad's responsibility to make you wealthy. It's not the Congress. It's not the White House responsibility to make you wealthy. It's your responsibility. And if we follow the principles that are in the Bible, wealth is bound to come. So invest. Do I get nervous? Yes, I do get nervous. I do. I do. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to y'all. Y'all, I have a team that works for me. One of my young ladies who work for me, man, she's getting married if she ain't married already. So it's not just me in my house. I got kids who are attached to me because their parents work for me. Am I nervous? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, I'm nervous. But I don't operate off of fear. You know why? Because I've been maneuvering the way that the Bible tells me to do with my money. I'm not perfect. But when it comes to my money, I'm maneuvering in a way that God is pleased with my income. I'm investing into assets. I stopped doing the things that I really wanted to do. And I was like, hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, Anthony. Yes, you have money, but you need to store during this harvest time. It is so funny. We still have brand deals calling right now. We still have brand deals emailing me right now saying, man, we want to give you another $30,000 this month. We want to give you another $15,000 this month. And I haven't had the opportunity to respond to those. I have the harvest coming in. I have the abundance coming in. And don't get it twisted. I am going to respond to them. But you know what? I'm acting like I'm not even seeing that money. I'm just putting that money inside of a high yield savings account, inside of my SoFi account that is attached to this thing. You know why? Because I want to make sure that if a recession comes, which is about 45% now, that it could happen this year, I want to make sure that when God was blessing me, when God allowed me to have the income coming in, I was saving and I was investing. I'm investing into our studio right now. Why? Because I want to make sure that that could be an income driven machine for us. So that way, let's say brand deals stop coming, we still have another avenue to make money. I'm building, I'm saving, and I'm investing. I'm not splurging my income. I'm teaching my behind off. I'm all over the place. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. So listen, get up to 30 free stocks tonight. Some of you all have already opened the account. I can see your names. All right. I just put the stock situation inside of the chat right now. You can get up to 30 free stocks tonight. If you open up the account, now listen, let me tell y'all this, man, because some of y'all be frustrating me. Some of y'all will open up the account, but then you won't put any money in it, but you'll go out and drop $150 at brunch this weekend. Come here. I'm gonna say this respectfully, and I'm not gonna pitch my I'm not gonna pitch my I'm not gonna get loud. But I'm gonna be direct. What the heck does brunch do for you? Makes you feel good for 30 minutes? You go to a day party? What's the ROI? What's the return on your investment at brunch that can last you and produce you income for the rest of your life? Oh, I get it. It's the chicken and waffles that make you. Oh, no, 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 no. It's brothers. It's the beautiful ladies that be at brunch in the nice little fitted dresses and high heels on and looking thick and right. Oh, I get it. I get it, ladies. It's the fact you can go out there and get all dressed up and look all cute and hopefully, a very nice young man try to holler at you. I get it. Your return on investment is a bunch of crap. Your return on investment is a bunch of crap. You can drop $100, buy bottles. We can go out there, drop bottles, brothers. We'll go out there to the club. We'll spend $500, $1,000 on one freaking bottle at the club, but then yet you ain't got nothing invested? The hell is wrong with you? I'm sorry, because I did it before too. I dropped money in the strip club. What the hell was wrong with me? I was young, I was immature, and I didn't have people like myself, like a Dave Ramsey, like a Tiffany Budget Nista, like a Courtney who does the Everyday Investor. I didn't have these guys and ladies in my life giving me practical, basic wisdom on things to follow, giving me accounts like SoFi, giving me accounts like Moo, telling me how to prepare. I didn't have nobody teaching me how to live below my means. I didn't. I'm sorry. Mr. Hughes, I'm about to get to the $1,400 stimulus check right now. So listen, I don't know if Congress is going to approve the $150,000 federal tax situation. I do not know that. He's, I believe he's going to really try to push for that. Probably towards, I'll say towards the end of the summer, going into Q3. But let's go ahead and talk about this stimulus check here real quick, and then I will open up the phone lines. I'll open up the phone lines now to where you all can go ahead and get in line if you want to give us a call in. You can give us a call at anthonyoneal.com. See if I turn it. There we go. You can give us a call at anthonyoneal.com/call80 if you have any questions about your money. And don't forget, you all, please, it's 2,000 of you all in here right now. Thank you all so much for rocking with me on this evening. If you can, let's try and get to 1,000 thumbs up. Please hit that thumbs up button if you are rocking with us and you're enjoying the content. And if I'm speaking too basic for you, I apologize. I just want to make sure that anybody and everybody who specifically comes to me, then they can get this information that they can honestly walk away knowing what to do and what this information means and how can it apply to their life. And y'all, and don't forget that once we hit 1,000,000 subscribers, we're giving away $30,000, not but we're giving away $30,000 to 3 people within inside of our E3 community. All you got to do to be a part of this E3 community is hit that subscribe button. Once you hit the subscribe button for us to verify it, we need you to join the email list. If you want to join, if you want to be a part of this, I'm going to put the link inside of it. Join the community link. You just go in there, give us your first name and your email address. We're going to be pulling from our emails. All right. And so we're going to be doing that. Join our E3 Wealth Builders community. All right. And so listen, I don't reward anybody. I'm always rewarding. Um, uh, I'm always rewarding the people and the individuals who are right, who are a part of the community, man. And so if you're just watching and not really engaging with us, and yeah, I'm not gonna give you $10,000. Please watch the video, support the content, and get the information that you need. But man, I'm gonna be announcing some amazing things coming up in Q3 that only my E3 community members will be a part of. Y'all, I'm gonna be going out on tour. We're gonna be taking this thing on tour, and y'all don't forget. Man, let me see here. If you are in North Carolina, put North Carolina inside of the chat. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can pull this up. Actually, I'll do that towards the end. Let me get to these notes real quick. If you want to give us a call, you can get in line right now. We already have some people calling in. Don't forget, when you call into my line, I have to see your face, brother and sister, and so we'll be good. All right. So let's switch gears. Let's switch gears real. Let's switch gears real quick. Real quick. All right. Let's talk about this $1,400 stimulus check. All right. How do I say this? So, do y'all remember those stimulus checks during the pandemic? All right. Specifically, the third round in the early 2021, it was $1,400 per person. This was part of the American Rescue Plan. Yeah, the American Rescue Plan. If you're a married couple, that was $2,800 plus $1,400 for per child that you have. So if you was married, you get $2,800, and if you had two children, you got an extra $2,800. If you had one child, you got an extra $1,400. All right, and so most Americans got that money in 2021. But here's the news. It's not too late for some of you all to still claim that $1,400. In fact, I was reading some studies inside of this article. It says that there are over 1 million people who never claimed their $1,400. And so now the deadline is approaching on when and how you can get this money. So I think some of you all might still be able to get this money. And so I'm going to give you the basic steps on how to do this. So basically, anyone who didn't get their third stimulus payment when they were entitled to it, this could be you. For an example, you never filed your 2021 tax return. If you never filed your 2021 tax return, then you never got the stimulus check. Okay. Maybe your income was low or you weren't required to file, so the IRS never processed your info. Or if there was a mix-up or life change in 2021, say you had a new baby that year, or you became independent from your parents' tax return and the IRS didn't know to send you a check, it could also be your income. It could also be that your income dropped in 2021 compared to 2020, making you eligible when you weren't before. So for an example, what I mean by this, let's say in 2020, you weren't eligible because you made more money. Let's say in 2021, you dropped back into the income tax bracket that was eligible and you still didn't get the check. Well, the IRS probably didn't know because you probably didn't file your taxes. So in short, if you didn't receive the full $1,400 per person in 2021, and you should have, this is specifically for you. The IRS calls it the recovery rebate credit on your taxes. So about 1 million taxpayers left that line blank on their 2021 tax return that actually qualified. Now, let me say this. The IRS is not just going to call you and say, hey, I got $1,400 for you. If you do not legally claim it, they're not going to give you the money. But by law, they have to put it out there and saying, hey, y'all, some money was left on the table. Come get it. And we're going to give you until April 15th. So E3 family, we don't leave money on the table, especially money like that. All right. So how do you claim it? Here's the question. All right. Here's the thing. Number one, how you claim it. All right. Number one. All right. I need you to double check if you got the $1,400. So look back at your bank statements from spring or summer of 2021. Okay. It would have been deposited inside of your account on 2020 and or 2020. On the summer or spring of 2021. Or any IRS notices. They did send letters if you got the payment. If you got the full amount, great, then you're all set. You don't get nothing. No more money is due to you. If you didn't get it or got less than you qualified for, like maybe you only got $700 because of your 2020 income, but your 2021 income was lower, then move to step number 2, which is file your 2021 tax return or amend it. So if you filed your 2021 tax return, okay, I want you to go back and look at it and get with a financial advisor or a tax professional, right? And I want you to talk to them and say, hey, listen, can you look at my 2021 tax return and can you amend it, please, so I can get this free money to make sure that I qualified? Can you make sure that I didn't miss anything or mistype anything to make sure that I did qualify or I didn't qualify? If you never filed your 2021 tax return, you must file one by the deadline to claim this credit. Okay, here's the date, April 15th of this year. It's the final deadline to submit your 2021 tax return and still get the $1,400 credit. All right. Put it in the chat and let me know. And let me know, right? Let me know if you filed it. All right. Let me know if you filed your 2021 tax returns and or you didn't file your 2021 tax returns. And someone said, wasn't it $1,200, Miss Hampton? No, it was $1,400. All right. This is your third payment of $1,400. I'm literally reading the article right now. As a matter of fact, I'll put this article inside of the chat. Let me pull it up on my notes here. All right. Here's the article so you all will see this. It's on Forbes. All right. Stimulus check article. Someone try to see this here. All right, boom. I just put the article inside of it so y'all can see what's going on here. I filed mine. Third check was $1,400. I know it was. I did not. I need to though. Hold on a minute. If you have not filed, let me get this correct. Hold on a minute. If you have not filed, all right. If you have not filed, file your taxes with a professional. All right. All right. Let me give you my people who can help you file or they can help you amend it. All right. And they're super affordable. All right. I just put their link inside of the chat as well. Redefined revenue will definitely help you get your money right and tight and get your money there. All right. So that's number 2. All right. So I want you to do that. All right. I need you to do that. Number 3, ensure you meet the criterias. The basic eligibility was similar to the prior stimulus checks. Income below certain thresholds. So roughly under $75,000 so for a single person or $150,000 for married for the full amount. Okay, so if you made less than $75,000 in the year 2020 and 2021, then you qualify for the full, as a single person, you qualify for the full $1,400. If you were married and you made less than $150,000 as a couple, then yes, boom. How much for joint filing for no tax? Joint filing for no tax. That was a good question. You gotta go back to the very beginning. Okay, you gotta go back to the very beginning there, Mel. You gotta go back to the very beginning. All right. Here's number 4. Use IRS resources and get help. And I just gave you that information by going to anthonyo'neill.com/file taxes. All right, file taxes. So this is very simple, you guys. We have about 30 days left. 30 days left to make sure. All right, to make sure that if you missed out on this opportunity to get this free money, get it. Because here's the truth. What can we do with this money? We can go all the way back to it. All right. We can go all the way back to what we said earlier. Is that you can get this information, pay off debt, start building an emergency fund, start investing. I even have a video of a young lady who took her stimulus check of $1,400 and built a 7-figure business. She went and got an LLC. She opened up an online website and she just started selling products online. Now today, that business makes her 7 figures a year. Just recently got married and moved to Africa to be with her husband. Has a beautiful baby, a beautiful family. But it's like, yo, let's not despise a $1,400 situation. This could literally help you out. All right? This could help you out. So on this sheet of paper, it says file a 2021 tax return. Use the IRS free file program. If you earn less than $73,000 or less, you can file your taxes for free through the IRS free file. For $250, you can get a professional to look at your taxes and to help you out. Go to anthonyo'neill.com/file taxes and she will look at this file for you and see and let you know, yo, we can amend this and get you back your $1,400 or get you back some extra money. Check your payment status and submit it before April 15th. This is $1,400, y'all. $1,400. That's for some people, that is a game changer. Okay? For some people, that is a game changer. So listen, I'm going to open up the call-in line. You all can give us a call. Good. Give us like it's more than one person. It's just me on here. I'm gonna take a few questions. If you even got comments, you want to just come up here and just talk about some comments real quick. Go give us a call. We already got wow, Lord Jesus, we already got 6 people in, and so I'm about to set up everything so I can make sure I can hear you all, and then we're gonna be good from there. I had to put on my things so we don't hear any echoes, but y'all don't forget. And who am I going to? You know what? Miss, I think I'm saying your name right. Taya, Taya, Taya. I'm coming to you here in 1 minute. All right. um, you guys, I mean, I'm excited about this, man. All right, I'm really excited about this. You know, I'm really excited about this here. I'm down. All right. And so listen, if you want to give us a call, go to anthonyoneil.com. Can you look up your tax returns? Hey, Valerie Williams, that's a good question. You can look up your tax returns. Go to US Gov website and they will give you that information. Y'all, we need 5 more people to hit the thumbs up button to get us above 1,000 likes. I appreciate you. And if you want to give me a call, I'll put the link inside. Call in and ask your questions. bs.anthonyoneil.com/call a Make sure y'all remember, y'all, when you do call in, you guys, I got to see your face. If I don't see your face, I don't do trolls, and so I just won't bring you up because you know the trolls be online. They don't want to talk to you. They don't want to see your face, and it's all good and gravy. Yo, we're gonna go to Miss. Is it Taya? Taya?
Taya.
Taya, what's going on, sis? How can I help you, man? What can we do?
Hi. So I just had a question. I'm fairly new to your page, and so I am trying to tackle my debt.
Okay.
And my main goal right now is to get rid of my car, trade
Okay.
it in, or sell it. And I want to know the best way. So I am currently upside down on my car.
How much are you
I,
upside down?
I'm upside down about 5,500,
Okay, so we got $5,500 upside down on the car. Okay. All right. How much do you owe on the car? Just ballpark.
about 28.
Okay, so we have $28,000 on the car. That's the loan amount. Okay. And you're upside down $5,500, so it's worth about 23,000. All right, cool. Go ahead. What's your question? I just want to make sure I got the math for you.
Right. So my question is it better to sell it, use like a personal loan for the remaining difference, and then try to get an auto loan to buy a cash car? Because I don't have the funds to just outright pay on a cash car. So getting 2 loans or, whatever way would work best to handle that situation, or like should I lease a new car just so that I can offset the difference of the upside down? I'm really trying to cut down on my debt, and that's one of the major things to get rid of.
Cool, great. Is this the only debt that you have right now, or just like this one is just really stressing you right now and you just want to get out of it?
It's just really stressing me.
What kind of
I
car is it? Mind me
have credit.
asking?
I'm sorry.
What kind of car is it?
It's a 2021 BMW 3 Series.
Okay, so you got BMW 3 Series. All right, cool. Yeah, so those do drop in value. I mean, they're good cars. I like BMWs, but they do drop in value pretty quick. If it's 2021, it means you got some good miles on it, huh? If it's down 5,500.
Yeah, I mean, I'm under 40,000 miles,
Yeah.
so
All right. Cool. Great. Um, Let me ask you this question. Have you taken this car to about 3 dealerships?
I have. I've been working on this for about 6 months at this point, and
Everyone is
at the
saying
end
you're
of
upside down $5,500.
I actually was able to get a matching price at 28 for the value, but it's with a trade-in of a car, and the monthly payment that they were offering on that new car was too high for me, so I turned down that deal.
Okay,
but all
cool,
the
cool.
other places really maxed at 23.
23. Okay, cool. Yeah.
Hmm.
So what they was doing on that, they weren't giving you $28,000 for that car. Let me tell you what they were doing. They were they were giving you $28,000 on the front end, but then charging you on the back end of the brand new car. Right.
Yeah.
And so that is one thing. Here's my suggestion for you in this situation with this BMW. You have two options. The very first option is I'm not a fan of you going out and getting a $5,500 loan to pay off the car and then go get another loan to buy another car. Because then
Hmm.
now you're going to be right back at the payment you are right now. So my
Yeah.
suggestion is I would sit here and try and find and sell this cash privately, right? And then if it's a nice car, if you kept it up well, if the trade-in value was at 23,000, they're going to come back and sell it at about 26, 27 to maybe even $28,000. So that means that the car is probably worth about 26 to $28,000. So if you sell this car at $26,000, right? $3,000 more, I'm cool with you taking out a $2,000 loan and then paying that off. Now, I do not want you to take out another loan to buy another car though. Now, here's what I am okay with though. Don't know what your credit situation is, right? Here's an option. You could take out okay, I'm about to show you the math. I can't even pull up my iPad. But right now you got a $28,000 loan.
Mhm.
I'm okay with you taking out a $10,000 personal loan, using some of that money to pay off the other car from once you sell it, then take the rest of that and buy you another car, and then come up with a game plan to add that back into your debt snowball to pay it off. Now, I know you're new to me, but some of the people who are watching this are like, wait, Anthony, did Anthony just say borrow money? I said borrow money because you're going from a $28,000 debt to a $10,000 debt, right? And so for me, that eliminates $18,000 of debt from you
Yeah.
and it eliminates time that you'll be in debt. So I would say go ahead and get you a $10,000 loan situation, right? And then going ahead, cover that upside down payment. I wouldn't take it into a dealership. I would put it on Auto Trader. I would put it on Facebook Marketplace. Tell them, hey, $26,000 is yours. Put $2,000 with that. Pay off that car. Now you got a $10,000 loan. Then you got to get very aggressive with eliminating that debt because you just saved
Okay.
yourself $18,000.
Yeah.
And I like that situation better. The best thing is though, I would try and sell that car for 28,000. Like
Yeah.
I would list it for 28,000. Let it sit there for a couple of weeks. If it don't move, say hey, good deal, $26,000 because that's what the dealerships would have did. That's
Yeah.
exactly what they would have sold it for. So that's what I would recommend. But then also at the same time when you do that, I would just recommend I would highly recommend, sis, that you're going ahead and just work that debt snowball and get it all out. But when it comes to the car situation, that's how I would move. If you cannot get out of it well, because the win of
Okay.
it is you save yourself, you know what I'm saying, that money. Is that good information for you?
It was, and I actually do have another question you kind of made me think about, if that's okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Um, I am also looking into obviously increasing my income, and so I know you had mentioned the Yellowtail Tech company. Would it be ideal to invest, which is by using credit or a loan or something, to increase my income at this time? Or is it better to wait?
Now it's better to pay cash for it. I love all
Okay.
those places. I love all of them. I love Yellowtail Tech. Um, uh, Let me ask you this question for Yellowtail Tech. What are you trying to do with Yellowtail Tech? Are you just trying to get into the tech industry, period?
I'm bouncing between them and careers, so I don't know yet.
Yeah. So
I am just thinking of getting into tech, but yeah, I
I
don't
would
know.
I would do careerist over Yellowtail Tech. Here's why. Careerist is going to be cheaper, quicker, and you'll get into the industry better. So my
Okay.
thing is all about strategy. If money is an issue right now, I would use careerist, get inside of the tech industry, start making some money, and then start making more money, and then I can go look into a yellowtail tech program if I want to get into, I think they do AVS. I forgot what they do, but I would use the income to get me into places, because with careers,
Okay.
you can go through the program within a matter of 3 months, have a job within a matter of 6 months. By this time next year, you're making over $100,000 in the tech industry. Now you can start figuring out, okay, wait, now that I'm in the industry, where do I want to go, and what are the requirements to get me there? So I
Okay.
would definitely, definitely, definitely use it. I can definitely tell that you've been rocking with me. I love you. I appreciate you.
Thank you
And
so much for taking my call.
no, 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 you're good. You're good. But I definitely would encourage you and everyone watching right now to really, really, really consider the tech industry, because that's just a beautiful. I'm looking at you because you're right here on my screen. Um, but I really want you to know, like, I would go the careerist route. It's affordable, right? Because we don't want to put any more debt on you right now. You seem like a
Right.
very young, bright sister. So what I want you to do is get into programs that's going to help you generate more income, right? You got people like careerists. You even got course careers. Course careers is $400, right? And so I'll make sure that I find those links for you all, and I'll put them inside of the chat for you all to check them out. But I like careerists. I think they're absolutely amazing. And we've had close to about 1,000 of our community members go through careerists. And out of 1,000, if I'm being transparent, close to about 600 of them have secured jobs. That's not a bad situation.
No,
All
not at
right.
all.
Yeah. So pray on it, think on it, and we can go from there. All right.
Thank you so much.
No problem. Y'all, listen, man. Y'all, I think everyone should look into careers. Let me give you all the link for careers for those of you all who just wanna Anthony.com. I don't remember none of my stuff, y'all. I'm gonna be honest. My team be doing this. Yep, that's not it. Man. Let me see here. Um, Hold on a minute. Let me get this for you. And then I'm coming to Miss Mona. Miss Mona, I'm coming to you next. And Miss Haley, I'm coming to you after Miss Mona. So I'm coming to you all. Bear with me. I just want to make sure I give you all this stuff as I'm talking about it, because I want to make sure that you all are getting this information. And to all of you all, man, who are just, watching and rocking out with me, man, thank you. Like, thank you, thank you, thank you so much for this. Let me get this information. Uh, yep. Da, 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 da. All right, here it is. And here's what about careers. And I think a lot of you all will honestly like this. I'm gonna put this inside of the chat. There's this new program out that you all could do. There's this new program out that you all could do, and it's called quality assurance. And so I'm gonna put it in here. Tech boot camp that costs you nothing. Tech boot camp. I just put it inside of the chat. I will put that inside of the comment section for everyone who is coming up, not coming up, who's watching the replay. But the quality assurance thing is 100% amazing, y'all. It's super fast. And I interviewed a young man who is 32 years old, has 2 kids, and wanted to be a better father. And so he said, man, I needed a job that allowed me to work from home and to make an extra $80,000, $90,000. He went through careers, applied for hundreds of jobs, got 5 offers, landed one job that pays him $110,000 a year. $110,000 a year as a single father, and he just did the quality assurance boot camp. So I just put that inside of the chat. I'm gonna pin it for those of you all for a little bit so you all can see it. I'll pin that for a little while. You'll check that out as we're talking to my sister who is coming up next. What's going on, sis?
Hi, hello. Thank
How are
you
you?
for hosting this live
You are
chat
good.
with everyone.
You good.
Um, so my concern is I have two children. I have a son who is currently in high school and sophomore. But however, I do not have a college fund for him.
Okay.
And as I see now that he is not actually, at the senior year, but it's a lot of fees still racking up. So he's going to Spain
Okay.
on a field trip, and so paying for that.
Okay.
And I said I need to be a little bit more prepared for him. as he enter into each grade level, going to 11th grade, but also going to college.
Okay.
Um, and so, yes, I do believe he will definitely receive scholarships because he is a straight A student, a
Okay.
lot of volunteer work, but however, it's going to cost.
Yeah. Yeah. How old
What
is
can
your what's
now?
your you have a high school son, and then what's your other grade?
Yes, my daughter, who is entering into the 6th grade in September. So if I can find out exactly now what I can do for her, I know I should have started this years ago, but however, I said it's never too late.
No, it's never too late, honestly. And the fact that you're thinking about this now, this is great. Asking single mom or husband and wife in the house.
No, as a single mom.
Okay, all right. Sorry that that's you're doing it by yourself right now. But
Now I will say his father is very proactive.
love
But
it.
unfortunately, my daughter father passed away.
Okay, okay, cool, great. Not well. Wait, that sounded so rude. I'm so sorry. Sorry to hear about your daughter's father.
Yeah,
But I love the fact that your son's father is involved in his life. Um, I want to down step real quick so we can get to your sixth grade daughter. I need you to go on Amazon. I need all of you all to go on Amazon and order the book Debt Free Degree. If you have anyone that is in middle school, I wrote that book specifically for parents who have kids who are right at that middle school freshman level. I literally give you the step by step play on what you need to do starting in the seventh grade, eighth grade to get your kids into college when 100% debt free. It is a step
but
by step plan. So get that book for your daughter. All right. Now,
yeah,
for your son, let's talk about it. You said that he'll get a scholarship.
yes,
Okay. All right. So you feel as if he will get some financial aid. All right. So here's my thoughts. What state are you in?
Virginia,
Okay. You're in
Rich.
VA. You're in
Yes,
Richmond. Well, then you
yes.
already know what I'm about to say, right?
Well, I saw you in person at the Life Church, so shout out to the Life Church.
Yes, Life Church. Yeah. So
Yes,
my suggestion is when it comes to Virginia, you got several schools in Virginia that are solid. You got VCU, you got the school where I'm a professor at and where your pastor is as his alma mater, Virginia Union, right? And so I would highly suggest that one that you're going ahead and open up because you're going to need these funds within 2 years. So there's two things that you need to open up. You need to open up a 529. Then you need to open up a high yield savings account. And between you and your son's father, I need y'all to put money into those accounts. Like just max them out every single year. Put as much money in those accounts as you can. Then number three, I would highly suggest looking into the HBCUs. Did you go to HBCU by any chance?
yes, I did. Elizabeth City State University.
Okay, you went to Elizabeth State. So what's your thoughts on Virginia? I mean on HBCUs, honestly.
Absolutely love and support HBCUs.
Cool.
Um, my son wants to go to actually Morehouse because he wants to be a doctor.
Morehouse. All right, cool,
Yeah,
great. So here's my problem with Morehouse. Okay? Here's my problem with Morehouse. It's gonna cost some money. Now,
yeah,
watch this. Everyone needs to write this down if you have kids. I'm always going to be about Virginia Union. I'm always going to be promoting HBCUs first because of the experience. But what do I push before HBCU? I push debt free. So because
absolutely.
you are a single mother, I'm just gonna guess you don't make above $200,000 a year, do you?
No, I don't.
Great. If your son graduates with a 3.2 grade point average, he stands a chance of getting into Harvard. If he graduates with a 3.8 to 4.0, he's going to have a real good chance. If you make less than $200,000 as a mother or as a household, Harvard just announced starting this fall coming up 100% free moving
I
forward.
saw that.
Yes.
Yes.
So this means no tuition, no room and board, no books, no costs, no nothing. If you're accepted into Harvard and your family makes less than $200,000, then that means you are solid. So if I'm you, I'm talking to your son now. Like, hey, boy, I know you want to go to Morehouse, but I want you to go for free. It's just me and your daddy, and your daddy is great, but we don't, we ain't got money like that to be sending you out of state. Okay, so if we gotta pay for it, you're gonna stay in state. You're gonna go to VCU. You're gonna go to VUU. If you want to go out of state, then we need to go somewhere that's gonna give you the most money.
Yes.
And right now, son, Harvard is the best chance. And you have 2 years to get your grade point average up. You have 2 years to go look at Harvard. That's what he need to be doing. I'm teaching y'all something
Mhm.
here. He need to go to Harvard's website and he need to see what are they looking for. So it's not just grades. What kind of extracurricular activities do I need to be doing? What kind of volunteer services does my son need to be doing? What are some things we need to be doing? How do we get to Harvard and start building relationships with people in Harvard to make sure that my son can graduate and go to school for free? Now
When
watch
is
this.
the time for him to actually apply? Because he has the 4.0 right now, and he's also in different leadership programs in high school.
Senior year, he could do it late junior year, but senior year, by for sure, he wants to start applying. But he needs to start building those relationships now. So
Okay.
that's you, pops, going together. Take your daughter, expose her to this world too, right? Even at
Yeah.
sixth grade level, and just start going up there and building relationships. Just do a college tour. Go into the financial aid office and meet Miss Susie back there and say, "Hey, Miss Susie." And then once a year, y'all just go up there and just start building relationships and start asking them. Ask the financial aid people. Ask the student president, the people who is touring around. Hey, what are the things that they're looking for that will make me stand out when I apply? Now
That is
start building those relationships. You're gonna be good. I want him to be a Morehouse man. I think that's a great opportunity. But if it's gonna cost you and his dad two hundred
mhm.
thousand dollars, that's not a great opportunity. But
Right.
if he
That is
can
a
go to
lot.
Harvard, yeah. Because if you got to pay for, this is what a lot of people don't understand. They don't look at tuition. But I talk about this in my book. Even if you go in state,
Hmm.
and you pay for tuition, room, board, food, etc., it's going to be about in between $60,000 to $100,000 for you to pay for that. So double that if you're going out of state. And Morehouse is an expensive private school.
Yes, it is. Very expensive. And I was afraid because I just got a I just paid up all my student loan debt. Well, actually, it was all forgiven. And so I want to make sure that I don't have to sign for those student loans for my children, but making a pathway for them to definitely, earn it through grades and volunteering and leadership, and then also for myself to have an account already available for them in this short period of time.
Facts. I mean, and here's the thing too. They're starting to become a little bit more funding in the HBCUs to give more scholarships. You went to HBCU. I graduate this May with my bachelor's in science and finance and banking, and then I'm already in the executive MBA program now, and I'll be graduating from an HBCU. And I'm thinking about going to Harvard myself, Harvard or Princeton, and get my doctorates. But I would definitely say this. I think that our children is why I love the way your son is thinking. I think our children need to have the black education experience to where we
Yes.
learn everything that Harvard is teaching, everything that these PWIs are teaching, but how do we learn this in a African American black experience, right?
Hmm.
At least go there for your bachelor's. Or if he goes to Harvard, go to Harvard and then come back to a HBCU to get your master's. But there has to be this balance of how do we learn how to be better African American contributors in society, what applies for us, but then also how do we get it for free? So I would definitely tell him, man, if his heart is Morehouse, keep his GPA up. Y'all need to take him to Morehouse. Y'all need to
Hmm.
take him to Harvard and
Yes.
do tours and build those relationships. But then open up the 529 and the HSAs. And this is what I would tell him. Hey, son. And he ain't gonna like this.
Right.
I
I'm
say, hey,
sure.
if you want to go to college, let me tell you right now, your mama and your daddy, we're not going to be drowning in debt. And we're not going to set you up to where you're going to be drowning in debt. Because I know what it feels like to raise you, and I'm just not paying off my debt. And I don't want you to be my age paying off your debt. So what we're going to do is for the next 2 years, you're not getting any birthday gifts. You're not getting any Christmas gifts. You're not even going to be able to get anything extra because we're going to put all this money into accounts that's going to grow that can help us get you into your dream school. So if we're going to make a sacrifice, you got to make a sacrifice too. And we got to start teaching our young people that it's
Yes.
not the mom and dad's responsibilities to sit here and to make all the sacrifices and you fly high. No, that's your education. And this is real. His
I,
education doesn't benefit you. You're, you're gonna smile on Mother's Day because if you go to Morehouse is gonna graduate on Mother's Day weekend, so you're gonna feel good. You're gonna smile, but that degree is gonna benefit him and his future, and he needs to feel a little bit of that weight. And I say this too. So does your daughter, but your daughter has a better chance because she's younger, and you can start working on things now with her and exposing her now. But make sure that y'all ain't you're not the only one making sacrifices. He's making sacrifices as well. All
thank you
right,
for that. Thank you.
you are all right with me. I like you, and you know
Thank you.
what?
I absolutely like you too. So I'm on this journey to be debt free and also want to teach my children the same thing, same methods that you share with us. So thank you so much.
Not a problem. Not a problem at all, man. Yeah, I love it. Tell your son I said hello, and tell your daughter I said hello. And I think I'm coming back to the Life Church soon. Can't remember when, but love you, Pastor. Love what y'all doing there in Richmond. Richmond is starting to become my second home because I'm up there 2 days a
Awesome.
week teaching. So I love it.
We love to have you back.
Yes, ma'am. All right, now. Good seeing you tonight, Miss Haley. I'm coming to you next. Y'all, listen, man. I want y'all to understand this, right? I really want y'all to understand what I'm saying. We got to get to a point to where you see building wealth and passing down wealth to the next generation is not just about giving money. It is also about teaching and helping our young people in the next generation understand, right? Um Lynette, I'm coming to you after Miss Haley. Okay? Um it's also about making sure that we pass down what opportunities that they can have. So if you are the parent, if you are the mother, the father, and you're paying for everything, you're paying for their colleges, you're paying for their food, you're paying for their car, what kind of financial responsibilities are we teaching our children? And I love the question that she asks. And I already know the church that she goes to and everything like that. She's a solid woman, and I know she wants best for her son. So this is not about her. This is about all of us. I remember growing up. Here's a testimony, and then I'm gonna get Miss Haley up. Hopefully, I'm saying her name right, y'all. I'm gonna get Miss Haley up, and we're gonna do two more. Her and then Miss Lynette. Both of them been waiting patiently. I'm gonna get off of here so I can get to work. Um, but I remember growing up. I remember growing up. And a lot of my peers, their parents bought them everything. Bought them cars when they got their driver's license at 16. Had the big old boom boxes. Y'all probably gonna laugh at me because I'm telling my age. But I mean, back then, that's when we had boom boxes. Like, you know what I'm saying? We had boom boxes with the CD players that turned around in them, right? We didn't have the MP3 players. We had the boom boxes with the CD players, and when there were the scratches on it, we had to go and clean it up, right? Like they had the boom boxes, they had the PlayStations. You know, back then they had the Nintendo 64s. Like they had all this stuff. And me and my siblings, we didn't have it all. We had clothes on our back, we had food on our table, we had a roof over our head. For Christmas, we got socks, we got jeans. Now, eventually, my mom worked hard to get us some other stuff. But let me tell you something my mom and dad did give us work ethic. They made me get a job at 14. When I look at a lot of my peers now that I grew up with, man, they're doing okay. But when you look at them compared to my siblings and I, man, we're thriving because our parents made us understand the value of working. They made us understand that if I, your parent, are going to sacrifice for you, you're going to sacrifice for yourself too. And if I don't see any sacrifice coming from you, your mom and dad ain't sacrificing because my responsibility is to only raise you. That's my responsibility, is to raise you in the way that you should go. The only way I can raise you, aka train you, is you got to feel this for yourself too. A lot of us are raising some lazy kids, but then yet we want to be upset with them. Listen, 1,600 y'all, 1,600 of y'all in here, please hit that like button. Please hit that thumb button. thumbs up button. And don't forget to subscribe. We're giving away $30,000 this year. And I'm super excited about it. 30,000 once we hit 1 million subscribers. So I hope everyone who's coming up, y'all are subscribed to the channel. I love you all. If you're just now tuning in, you may want to rewind and watch from the very beginning so you can get all the updates on the tax incomes under 150,000, and then also the updates on the $1,400 stimulus check. But we're gonna go to my sister here. What's going on, sis? How can I help you? Uh-oh, are you talking? I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Hi, Anthony.
How are you?
So I wanted to ask you what you would do if you were me
Okay.
trying to build wealth.
Okay.
All right. So I'm a salon owner. I'm also in
Salon
Richmond.
owner.
Yeah, I'm also in Richmond, Virginia.
Okay.
I also go to the Life Church.
Okay. All right. Life Church is in the building tonight. I love it.
So I'm a salon owner of 8 years, and I have a team of 9. So definitely a high expense business.
Okay.
And I'm a homeowner. And basically, since going to the seminar you did at the Life Church, I've been working with my financial advisor, and I have a high yield savings account. I have a Roth IRA. Don't have a huge savings, got a little bit. And I want to make sure I'm making the right decisions to like just generate a comfortable life for myself. But I
Okay.
feel like sometimes I'm on a hamster wheel and I'm just working and working and working.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, just want to know what you would do if you were in my position.
Yeah, sounds good. So give me a little bit more information about this Ramsey here that you're feeling. Because I want to make sure we don't put too much of your personal business out there, but I gotta ask questions.
Mhm.
Give me what would you say? Let me ask you this question. What
Mhm.
exactly do you want me to help you with? Because it's like you have a HYSA, you have a
Well,
Roth
let me let
IRA.
me let me be specific. This
Yeah.
this I'm not sure if this is something you can give me direct. I've had my home for over it'll be 4 years at the end of this year.
Okay.
And I've heard people buy their starter home and they buy another home and things of that nature. And that's something I've been feeling like I want to do, but I don't know how you know when you're ready to do that.
That's a good
Um,
question.
just to generate assets and, more passive income.
That's a real good question. I love this question because I think oftentimes and sometimes we, especially the younger generation, we tend to rush into assets, and a dream can become a nightmare.
Mhm.
And I think what I tell people is, don't allow your dreams to become nightmares because you got your dream too early. All
Mhm.
right. And so, for my suggestion to you is, before I buy another house, right? I'm already in my home. You said something. I'm going to listen. I'm just going to put it out there. If I was you, this is what I would do. I would get
Mhm.
my high yield savings account up before I purchase another home.
Mhm.
I would have at least 3 months of my net pay of what I honestly make, what I pay myself from the salon business. I would
Mhm.
have that inside of the high yield savings account. Because
Mhm.
if you have this home and then you rent it out and then you have another home, you have 2 mortgages. What if you do that, your renters decide to cancel on their lease again? You still
Mhm.
got to pay that mortgage, but you only have a little bit inside your high yield savings account.
Yeah.
All right. So for me, the very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at my savings. The next thing is I'm going to look at my debt. Okay. How much consumer debt am I in? All right.
Mhm.
So not only if I go get another house, I got 2 houses and I got all this debt. Now you think you feeling stressed. Now you're running your raps here. Now you're going to be in a dungeon. And so you
Mhm.
don't want to do that. So if I'm you, I'm looking at my consumer debt. I'm coming up with a game plan to eliminate my consumer debt. I am also looking at how I can put money. So if you have consumer debt right now, I will put 1 month inside of a high yield savings account. Okay.
Mhm.
Now, once to get out of that, I will pause on putting a lot of money there and then I'll just eliminate my consumer debt. I'm not worried about your business debt yet, if you have any. I'm just talking about straight personal debt, car loans, credit cards, that's crazy, etc. like that. I would attack that. Then after
Mhm.
that, you say you have a Roth IRA. Well,
Mhm.
here's my thing when it comes to you because you're a salon owner. I want you to
Mhm.
look into a SEP.
A step. Okay.
I want you to look into a SEP. A SEP is something you can write off, and that is our version somewhat of like a 401k or like an IRA. But what I like about the SEP is you can write that off. So you should ask your financial advisor about that information because um, they should have told you that.
Honestly, I feel like, not to put all my stuff up there, but I think because I'm an employer for some reason, it didn't apply to me. I think it was one of them they were saying didn't apply to me, but I'll look into it.
Yeah, no. I mean, you're just like me. I mean, so I have a business, I have employees,
Mm.
and I have a SEP.
Okay. Well, I will
Yeah, yeah.
reach back out.
Yeah. I have a SEP. You can open up a SEP, and I will Google it too before you reach back out to it. Just chat GPT it. Like, hey, what is a SEP? What all does it do? And how do I qualify for it? But a
Mm.
SEP is only available for self-employed individuals,
Mm.
right? And you can write off not dollar for dollar, but you can write it off because that is an investment account like an IRA. All right. So that's what I would do in your situation. And then honestly, something that is just it's not sexy, but to me it is sexy. Man, I would honestly sit back one day and I would sit down with a financial planner, not a financial advisor, and just go
Mhm.
through how you're spending your money.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like look at look at your last 3 bank statements. What do you spend most of your money on? You know what I'm saying? Like where is your money going towards food? Is it going
Yeah.
towards your business? Is it going towards, going out? Like what identify that and then be honest with yourself and be like, okay, wait a minute. I can maneuver some things around. That's on the personal side. Then on the business side, I will sit down with a business coach and sit down and be like, all right, cool. Am I maximizing my business correctly to where I don't have as much overhead and I don't have as much expenses, but I have more income coming in. And I have a business coach. And we're always like analyzing, okay, what is this? So for an example, I had close to like 13 full-time workers working for me. Man, I went to half this year. I didn't fire anybody. I just transitioned them to contractors, gave them back their time. They said, hey, I really only need about 12 hours a week to work on your stuff. So that means you only need a day, really a day. Cool, let's cut it down to a day. I'll pay you as a contractor. Man, go build your business. Like, go do something. But now I don't have to pay income tax. I don't have to pay employee tax. I ain't got to pay this extra stuff. So it lowered my expenses, but it still allows me to be productive because I was able to maximize their time and my dollars. So if
Got
I'm you, I'm going to have a game plan on the business side, figure out what I can do. I'm not going to buy a house, right? For 2025, for the rest of this year, I'm just going to focus and just get on a solid budget, get about at least 1 month of my average pay of whatever I pay myself throughout the month inside of a high yield savings account that I don't touch. I'm going to attack my consumer debt. And then while I'm doing that, I am going to be reading up and studying up on real estate to understand, okay, wait, where do I want to go once I get situated? Do I want to get into a duplex? Do I want to, rent this out or do I want to sell that and get a better situation and then rent that out and then progress and go from there? That's what I would do. Make sense?
Makes sense.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure. I know I'll be saying a whole lot, but I don't want to lose
Yeah,
anybody.
it makes sense. It's just more so just mapping it out and looking at the full picture.
And that's all you got to do. Like, and
Mhm.
that is something that you really have to do is sit back and just map out for yourself. But you need to sit down with someone who can help you with that. All right.
Yeah.
So, man, that just makes me think like, man, I wish I could do that for people, but I just be so busy. But
Mhm.
I appreciate you calling in though.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Thank you. Y'all, one of the things that I'm going to be launching here soon, and I'm leaking this live now. I'm not going to put too much information out there, but my sister, and Lynette, I'm coming to you next, darling. You'll be my last one for the night. I'm sorry, everybody else. Lynette been on there. She been on there for a while waiting, so I got to get to my sister. And for those of you all who just called in, come back on Tuesday or maybe come back Saturday when I go live and we can have that conversation. But y'all, I'm going to be releasing a program because one of the things that I'm seeing in today's day and time, we have so many influencers that saying, hey man, buy this crypto and hey man, here's how to make $1 million. but then you don't have a strategy on how to live and do the income that you're doing right now. I don't have a problem with you buying crypto. I don't even have a problem with you trying to make $1 million. I don't have that problem. Here's where I have a problem. Why are you buying crypto and you don't have a Roth IRA? Why are you buying a crypto and you don't have a solid budget? Why? Why? Why are we going after all this kind of stuff and we do not have this information? And so what I'm going to be launching is, man, I'm going to be actually teaching. I'm going to be actually teaching 50 people here in June on how to start a side business being a financial coach. I'm going to teach you how to build a financial coach business like an Anthony O'Neill business of how you can help people sit down with people one-on-one and in group settings and give them a financial plan, give them a financial series to help change their life. I don't know what I'm gonna call it. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I'm sitting down with my business coach, but for those of you all who come on, man, I hate answering your questions and not connecting you with someone who can sit down with you for a month, 2 months, 3 months, and give you a detailed plan for your finances. I hate it. Hey, and I want to help people do that. So we're going to launch it in June. I'm only going to teach 50 people for this first year. Hopefully next year I can come out and teach. I would love to have about 1,000 people inside of my program that when y'all are watching my shows and you're out there, you can get a Christian biblical financial coach and planner that helps you make good financial decisions with your money. And so I'm going to be certifying people up underneath my brand. And I love it because I went back to school to get my bachelor's in finance and banking. Because before I launched this certification program, I wanted to make sure not only did I have the experience, not only did I have the platform, but I also had the education that stamps it like, yo, Anthony can now do all this. Because man, I want to help Black people get right. Period. I I want to help Black people get right. So let me put this in there. I see y'all been asking me what is the information for the free stocks. To get up to 30 free stocks, gonna go to anthonyo'neill.com/mumu. All right, that is anthonyo'neill.com/mumu. Get up to 30 free stocks. All right, boom. You got that there. Let me bring up my last sister here who has been patiently waiting for your boy, and I appreciate that. She gonna be right, and I leave, and I love it. I love it. I love it. Let me bring her up. I put that link in there, and hey, what's going on? Thank you so much.
Hello.
Thank you so
Can you
much.
hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, great, 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 great. I just want to say thank you for what you do. I've been following you since I was introduced to the baby steps.
Oh man, I appreciate it.
I have been following you.
Yes, ma'am.
So I've got two quick questions.
Okay.
The first one is that I just recently opened up my high yield savings account with SoFi.
Okay.
I already have a normal emergency fund of the $1,000.
Okay.
What I want to know is, should I leave that money where it is and then create another $1,000 with the SoFi account, or should I be transferring what I have over to the SoFi account?
Yeah, I would transfer that money over to the SoFi account because this $1,000 is it sitting inside of a high yield savings or is it sitting inside of a general savings right now, like at your local bank?
Yeah, it's just a general savings at my local bank.
Yeah, transfer that money over to a high yield savings. All right, so get
Okay.
that money over to put that inside of the SoFi account. And then what I
Hmm.
would do is what I tell everyone is open up the checking account at SoFi. And here's why, because the downfall about a high yield savings account, and everyone listen to me when I'm talking about this. And thank you for bringing this up, sis, is for an example, I have a high yield savings account right now because of the amount that I have in it. I'm getting 5% at another bank, and I have one at SoFi, right? But I didn't want to move that money. But here's the downfall about that, which I am honestly probably going to move that money because I just got a note saying that they're dropping the interest. And so I'm like, well, if you're going to drop the interest, I might as well go put my money in SoFi. Here's why I love SoFi. They send you a debit card. So a lot of high yield savings account are not attached to a checking account. So this means that on this one bank, let's say if I have an emergency come up, I could only transfer $1,500 of my money to my savings account. Then it takes 48 hours for that, no, 24 hours for that money to hit the account. If you open up a SoFi account and attach it to the checking account, you can transfer as much as you need to the checking account, and then they give you a Visa debit card. So now you can use that debit card like it's a regular Visa card. And so that's why I tell people to do the SoFi account. No, they're not going to give you the most savings, but the most interest, because you can get something for like 4.5%, 5%, depending on how much money you're putting in it. But an emergency account is only good if you can have access to it when it's an emergency.
Right.
So I'll take a little less interest so I can have immediate access to it compared to more interest and it takes 24 hours and I only can get a part of it, right? So that's why I recommend the high yield savings account. And you all, T Love is asking for it. Hold on. High yield savings account. I'm giving you all that right now so you all can have that in there. This is so good. I mean, I love this information. I mean, I love this information. And pause. I'm coming to you too. But y'all, this is why it's so important. I'm looking at the chat and people are saying, well, what is a high yield savings account? There's a lot of people who do not know that this stuff is out there. And this is why, like, I'm not going to speak over people's head. I'm gonna answer questions, but I'm gonna make sure that everyone walks away with this information. All right. So to answer your question, high yield savings account, I will move that $1,000 into that. Boom, it's good. For those of you all who are saying, wait a minute, Anthony hasn't taught us recently $1,000. So my sister, she's referencing Dave Ramsey's baby steps, which are the baby steps that got me out of debt. There's three main baby steps that he teaches. Number one is put $1,000 inside of your emergency fund. Number two, get out of debt using a debt snowball. Number three, set aside 3 to 6 months of expenses, right? That is what worked for me, right? Years ago. And that's what she's referencing. So for those of you all who are new to me, who's following, I have changed a little bit. I think Dave Ramsey's baby steps 110% work because it worked for me. I just kind of updated it for people of color. And I think that we should strive to have 30 days. If there was a baby step, I don't do baby steps, but if there was a baby step, I would say 30 days of your net pay. So this way, if life was to happen, not if, when life happens, you now have 30 days to not make a bad decision, and you can rest and you can feel good while you're coming up with a game plan over a period of time to figure out how to get your money out there. But that answers your first question. What's your second, sis?
My second question is that I have a rollover IRA
Okay.
from a past job that I worked at.
Okay.
And it's with Fidelity, and it's just kind of been sitting there. And I'm trying to figure out exactly what I need to do with it. Should I let it sit there? Should I be moving it somewhere? I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I can tell that it's still growing,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm wondering if I need to move it somewhere else to get it to grow more or faster, or I'm just not really sure what to do with it.
Yeah, yeah. So on this one right here, because I don't know the particulars of the account, I don't mind your account staying at Fidelity because it's already in the IRA. Here's my question: is how is that IRA being invested? Right? So, depending on your age, depending on your level of comfort, are you going to be an aggressive investor? Are you going to invest into bonds? Are you going to invest into different company stocks, mutual funds? So that will be my question that I would want to know. Is it's not really the IRA, and a lot of people open up an IRA, but they don't invest it correctly. Sometimes people open up an IRA and put a date fund attached to it, meaning as if it'll automatically invest up until this certain date of retirement. And so, but what I would suggest that you do is sit down with a financial investor or call Fidelity and ask them like, hey, how is it being invested? And if you are okay with being a little bit more aggressive to get a little bit more income, then tell them, hey, I want to go aggressive. I want to start putting my funds into a more aggressive situation. But if you're older and you're close to retirement, then yeah, you may not want to go as aggressive. Maybe you want to go to a little bit more secure things like with bonds and etc. So that's what I would suggest. And because I don't know that information and I don't want to ask you that personal information
I
online,
understand.
you know what I'm saying? I would highly advise you get with a financial advisor, and get with or call Fidelity, get the numbers and ask them clearly, okay, how is my account being invested? This is just like people's 401ks if you have a job. A lot of people just open up a 401k, but they don't go inside the portal and tell their 401k how to be invested. And
Okay.
so you don't really max out the opportunities. This is why you need a financial advisor, and not really a financial advisor, but you can even get you a financial coach, a financial planner who is certified to help you make these right decisions, so that way you know how to go inside of it. But that's what I would really do for you, sis. Is really call Fidelity, ask those questions, and go from there.
Okay. I got one more question since you said that.
Talk to me.
What are the pros and cons if I wanted to go aggressive on
Well,
investing?
aggressive means that here's a pro, you're gonna make more money. Here's a con, if it drops, you're gonna lose a lot of money.
Okay.
This is why
Okay.
I suggest if you have an IRA, invest that into a good mutual fund.
Okay.
Okay, so now if you invest an IRA into a good mutual fund, now you are investing into a mutual, a lot of companies, right? Now you can get creative with that mutual fund, right? You can get as creative as you want inside of that. But that's the pro. If you go aggressive, or your money's going to grow a little bit faster because you're investing aggressively. But also because you are investing aggressively, if those companies do drop, however you invest into it, you can lose money quickly as well, right? So such a great question that you asked. So I really love that question.
Okay. I think those are all the questions I have. Thank you so much.
No, you're good. I appreciate you. Y'all, this is what it's all about, man. I love this. I'm so sorry I couldn't get to everyone else who called in. Man, we're gonna do this a little bit more often. I'm gonna try and get on earlier. Should I come on earlier, y'all? Should I come on maybe like at a should I come on like at 7? I kind of like the 8 o'clock hour. I wasn't planning on being on here for no 2 hours. I'll tell y'all that much. God damn, boy. I ain't even eat. I ain't even eat tonight, y'all. I thought I was gonna be off of here and chill out with y'all. But y'all, listen. Oh shoot! For those of you all who are in North Carolina, let me get this for you all real quick. Let me get this for you all real quick. Hold on a minute. Let me see. Does that work? That does not work. Let me give y'all this link for North Carolina. So you all can meet me there in North Carolina. We are doing a financial literacy summit. And inside of this summit, I want to get this link, y'all. I took a screenshot of how does that work? Okay, it doesn't come up on my. They have a QR code on that thing, so I'm trying to. Let me see if I can just take a picture of it on my phone. I mean, on a computer. Will that work? I think it does. Hold on. Hold on a minute, y'all. Let me get my brother. All right, hold on. Drop. Mini. There it is. Let's see if this will work. Hopefully this will work. Cause I need to get y'all the link. I need to get y'all the link to North Carolina. Shoot. There it is. All right. I got it. We only have 200 seats. 200 seats inside of this. So North Carolina, listen, wherever you are, this is a free event. So it's Friday night. It's gonna be April 7th. April 4th. Through April 5th. We're going to go axe throwing on April 4th from 7 to 9. At about 8:15, we're going to have some money stuff we're going to be talking about that night. Then April 5th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. will be the financial summit. It'll be myself and it will be actually, I think I can do it over here too. Let me bring this up so you all can see it. Hold on a minute, y'all. Hold on 1 minute. I'm gonna try to see this right here. I think I can do it this way. Yeah, y'all can see it. It is an amazing event that we're doing. It's only 20. It's only $25. Yeah, it's only $25, y'all. So y'all want to check this out? Let me see here. Screen 2. Yep, that's it. I love it. Yep, check this out, you guys. All right. So if y'all can see right here, it's a financial summit in North Carolina. It's going to be in Raleigh, North Carolina. It is going to be April 4th from 7 to 9 p.m. That we have decided to go axe throwing. And then April 5th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. In Raleigh, North Carolina, it is a financial summit with Pastor Mitch Summerfield. I will be teaching for about 4 hours. And then my big brother, Courtney Hale, who is a phenomenal teacher. He's going to be coming on, and he is going to be teaching about how do we invest. So right now, you guys, watch this. He's going to be teaching. This is what I love about Courtney. He's going to teach you how do you invest $25. So if you're in the North Carolina, Virginia area, or if you can fly in, it's $25. Now we only have 200 seats, right? Where else can you go and get it for $25? All right, you can't go nowhere else and get it for $25. I'm gonna tell you that right now. So let me send this to myself, so you all can have this. Let me see right here. Boom, boom, boom. All right, there we go. Financial Summit in North Carolina. Boom. All right, I just put that inside of the chat. It's inside the chat. Financial Summit. Inside of the chat, man. It is only 200 seats. Thank you, T Love, for always writing down my notes for me. I love you, sis. Listen, it's $25. I would highly encourage you. I would highly encourage you to get to the summit, because and watch this. This is only for really the 18 to about 40-year-old individual. 18 or 40-year-olds. And that's why we're doing axe throwing. Man, it's gonna be a good time. And I think like that Saturday night is like a R&B concert. I think a lot of people are going to. I'm gonna be going. And so I'm excited about that. But if you're in that area, the North Carolina area, if you're in Virginia area, man, drive up. If you're in the DC, DMV area, drive up to it. It's only a 3.5 hour drive to the Raleigh Durham area. I've taken that drive several times. And then if you're in the North Carolina, South Carolina area, Atlanta area, man, drive down and be with us. I just put it inside of the chat. Gregory, yes, it is $25 for both days. So it's not $25 for Friday or $25 for Saturday. It is $25 for both days, right? So where else can you go to get this wealth of information? And it's not just an hour conversation, 2 hours. No, we're going to be there from 10 a.m. that morning. We'll have lunch, and then we'll have the afternoon session. I'm going to be teaching you basic principles on how do you build the wealth. Like, what is the platform you got to build wealth on? And I'm going to touch on investing, but then Courtney's going to come up and he's going to show you all how to take $25, how to take $50 and turn it into 1,000, turn it into 5,000, then eventually turn it into millions inside of your investment portfolio. He's been doing this for years. He has a master's degree in finance. So all of us are educated. All of us are living in experience. And we're not going to sit there and give you a bunch of BS, if I could just be honest. We're not going to give you a bunch of BS. Let me say this one more time. We're not going to hype you up. We're not going to tell you, here's how you make $1,000,000. We're not going to sell you on crypto. What we're going to do is we're going to show you, okay, cool, great. Now that you have a foundation of finances that I'm teaching, here's how you do single stocks. Here's how you day trade. Here's how you invest in the crypto. Here's how you flip your $50, $100 extra that you have, instead of going to brunch, instead of buying shoes. How you take your brunch money and turn that into a business. How do you take your brunch money and turn it into profit? And Black Widow, I understand. I really do understand that people over 40 need that information. This is just something that Pastor wanted to do. He was like, hey man, I really want to sow into the young people, which is true. A 18-year-old, a 25-year-old finances. Watch this. Even a 35-year-old finances is going to be different than a 45 and 50-year-old finances. You're older, we are older, and we gotta maneuver a little differently. Okay? All right. Monty said, I don't care. I'm still going over 40. All right. So listen, I'm gonna put that inside of the chat. I'm gonna put that inside of the chat, the financial summit, you guys. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and pin it. I'm gonna pin it to the top so you all can have it. We only got 200 seats. I will tell y'all right now, if you're in the area, go buy it. Go buy it. Go buy it. Listen to me clearly. It's $25. Right? Let me make sure I'm saying the right thing. Yeah, it's $25. It's $25. Good gracious, y'all moving quick. They selling. Oh well, y'all better go ahead and Lord Jesus, y'all better go ahead and get this thing, man. Y'all better if y'all thinking about going, y'all better go ahead and get you a ticket, cause y'all moving quick. You know what I'm saying? Clarissa Evans, listen, y'all. Um, I understand. I understand y'all over 40 want to come. I really do. I genuinely do understand y'all want to come. But if you're under 40, get in the building. You know, and if you're over 40, I'm going to be doing something for specifically 40 and over because there are some different financial challenges that we are facing, right? And so I love you all. Um, Melissa said he wants to go. Hey, he better get them tickets. Lakeisha White, you're absolutely right. That you're absolutely right. Um, we will definitely keep you all. Oh, he is paying for mama's ticket too. Oh, he paying for mama ticket too. Oh Lord Jesus. Okay, I ain't mad at that. All right. How can I open up a high yield savings account, Nydia? That's a good question. Open up your high YSA here. All right, and let me say this one more last time. One last thing before I get off of here and get me a little snack, and I'm heading to bed. SoFi. All right. Listen, y'all, their credit reports have changed. All right. So remember we talked about this 2 weeks ago. I need y'all to check your credit reports. I need you to check your credit reports. All of your as of yesterday, it was illegal. It is illegal now permanently for people to report for hospitals to report any medical debt. So I am going to drop a link in there. I need y'all to open up this account today. Okay. Make sure I got this right. I'll make sure I got this right. Okay. It is illegal for them to do this. There you go. Right there. Boom. Kimothy, that's a good question. How much did you have saved? The basic stuff, I teach this. Go on my YouTube channel. For those of you who are watching, I have like playlists because some of y'all are asking me questions that I teach on, but it's such a good question. I tell everyone you should have at least 1 month of your net pay saved while you're paying off your debt. After you're debt free, you should have 3 months of your net pay saved. All right. And so that's what I would recommend. Y'all, there are some things. I need everyone to pull their credit today and be monitoring their credit for the next 6 months. New rules have come out that now you can no longer have medical debt on your credit report. So all watch this, all hospitals and medical bills have to be removed from your credit report. Two, now when you go to finance a home, towards the end by Q3, instead of them pulling all 3 credit reports, they will only be required to pull 2. All right. So now is the best time to be monitoring your credit to make sure that these hospital bills and medical bills are not trying to creep back up, and to make sure also as well that people are not using your information. So I'm going to drop their information inside. This is a company that I use. Monitor your credit. They honestly help me out every single month. All right. That's Aura. And how much are they? Get protection now, because I want to make sure I'm saying the right things with you all. Y'all, listen, for an individual, it's $10 a month. For a couple, it's $18 a month to monitor your whole family for $29. Here's what I love about the family protection, right? For the financial fraud protection, they monitor all 3 credit bureaus. They can lock your credit today to where if anybody pulls your credit, anybody pulls your social security number, they will call you. You have to unlock it first. Bank fraud monitoring. And watch this, monthly credit score. So you get your credit score sent to you every single month, 100% free for $10 a month. You get annual credit reports on a monthly basis. But here's what I really love from the family thing. You can protect your kids. Y'all, listen, crime is happening. Scammers are not going after your credit report anymore. They're going after your kids' credit reports. So now you can put your son or daughter's social security number, ID information, school information in there. And anytime your son or daughter's information hits the black web, social security number, full ID name, address, etc., hits the black web, they'll notify you and they'll give you $1 million policy to help you fight it and to help you get the ID back. And so now you can monitor that. And then watch this. You can, even with this, monitor your kid's phone, iPad, and internet access wherever they are to make sure that no one's hacking into their system, no one's hacking into their computers, and make sure that they're not even chatting this with someone. All this for 10, 20 bucks a month? Come on, y'all. Y'all better hit that. Y'all better hit that. All right. All right. So listen, I'm about to go. I am so tired. I stayed on here for 2 hours. I told my homegirl I was going to be on here for 1 hour. But yo, do me a favor, man. If you all like this information, can you please hit the thumbs up button? Hit that thumbs up button for me. Hit the thumbs up button. And then also, if you have not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Thank you all so much for rocking out with me. Hopefully I gave you all a lot of information. I'm going to list all the links that I mentioned inside of the show notes. So if you miss anything, I'm going to give me 5 minutes. I'm going to update the show notes. I'm going to put it inside of the description box to where you can have all the links from your Moomoo account, your high yield savings, and your credit protection, and even the event that you can register for the conference. Listen, I'm telling you right now, where else can you go for $25? I'm gonna say this again, for $25 and get this information. If you got to get in a car and drive, get in your car and drive to this venue. Get you a hotel room. Come network with other young people who want to make money. And I promise you, it's going to bless your life. Where else can you go for $25? I don't know. I love you all. God bless you.